It's good, matey. How are you, my brother? Good, honest. Okay. Yes, yeah. Yep. PK. Another day, another opportunity to lock in. So, guys, you want to close your ears today, guys. Morning, brother. I've been waking up a little bit earlier just so I can get my breakfast in, my daily outlook in. Even just a little bit earlier kind of makes a difference. So, it's going to be scheduled for 9:15 in case I need more time. But sometimes I'll start earlier. That way I have more time to read chat. That way more people can join and see the actual bias and stuff. Since I'm going to be minimizing chat at 9:30. I actually have a story for you guys, man. Bullish bias. Yeah, we're going to be bullish today, honestly. Today there's not much to cover. Intraday bullish order flow, daily bullish order flow. We got London low day, so daily power of 3 aligns. Pretty simple. There's no reason to be bearish as of right now. But, I mean, that could change. But bias today, there's not much to explain. Just looking for previous day's high. And we go from there. On opening. I mean, ideally, it does go lower on the opening. Yeah, that would be nice. But I don't know if I would trade a short. Unless we have another Judas swing. You consider that we are trading to the monthly and weekly OB that sent us down? Nah, because I'm bullish. I don't think there's a monthly OB there. We're we're forming a bullish monthly order block. There's no bearish monthly order block. Like we're way past 50% of that order block. On the weekly, yeah, we are turning into that. No, this isn't really. I mean, yeah, I guess you can say it is. This would be ideally the weekly order block, but in my opinion, it's just too bullish. I think we're due for an all-time high. I feel like it's coming. It's just lingering around. Hope we get a new all-time high, which would be nice because I'm positioned in some stocks. PM news not doing too much. Not much happened yesterday, huh? Honestly, yo, I'm gonna need some help from you boys. Well, does anyone here ever just so happen to change spark plugs on a V6 Because if so, I will literally pay you to help me, bro. Because I wasted like 3 hours yesterday trying to take apart my car. Now, changing spark plugs, I don't think it's hard. The actual replacement. The hard part is my spark plugs are so hidden under my V6, and I have to remove so many things. I have to remove like the whole fucking car, bro, just to get to the spark plugs. And it's annoying. If you're doing spark plugs, there's a lot more to replace at the time. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Give me the insights, bro. Don't gatekeep. Don't gatekeep, bro. Say it. Let's go, expert. Can't use a magnetic rod? I can use a magnetic rod. Yeah, but I still won't be able to change the spark plugs from the like without removing the stuff. Where are you based? I'm in Canada. What car? It's a Lexus IS 250. I'm gonna need a metal rod because some of the bolts are so far in. I'm gonna have to like once I can get rid of them, I need a metal rod to pick them up. Bias bullish. So you're telling me none of you guys have ever changed spark plugs on a V6? We're just all homebodies? Come on, Dre. Tell me you did it, bro. Tell me. You do that daily? Guys, do you actually? No, you don't, man. You're just hyping me up, bro. No, you don't. I know you don't, bro. Let's go, Joseph. Let's go, Dre. I'm trying to find someone in chat. I said I'm sorry. I'm trying to find someone in chat who knows how to change spark plugs on a V6. I can help. I mean, yo, you can help seriously. Yo, message me on Discord, bro. Have you ever done it? There's two questions I have for you, bro. Have you ever changed spark plugs? That's one. Cause I don't wanna mess up the actual replacement. Step two, have you ever done it on a V6 where you've had to remove a bunch of stuff? I found a YouTube video, bro, but I feel like I need that. Like, I just gotta ask someone some questions. You waiting for 9:30 open? I always wait for 9:30 open. So we got 20 minutes. I'm hella unemployed. What's good, bro? How did the car stuff go? Bro, honestly, I mean, listen, it didn't go bad because I think I'm gonna try again. But how did it go? I have a Lexus IS 250. It took almost 3 hours. Okay, I'm gonna message you, bro. I'm gonna message you. By the way, G37 is a beautiful car, bro. That's a beautiful car. I'm gonna message me on bro. If you don't message me on Discord, I'm gonna find you, bro. Message me on Discord. You just listen to me. 2025. Go to the mechanic, bro. Ryan, I'm gonna try again. Okay, Ryan. Let me tell you what went wrong yesterday. Hold on. Your bias is very simple. We're looking for longs. If we can retrace, that would be A plus, so we can find a high probability long. That's it. Bias is simple. I'm looking for previous day high, low hanging fruit. Hopefully, we can get a trade to previous day's high, and just simple and easy. Your name is. Hold on. I'm gonna add you, bro. Did you add me right now? Okay, bless. Bless, bless, bless. I'm gonna tell you what went wrong yesterday, guys. So I got the video loaded. Okay, one thing, I didn't prepare good enough. I should have watched the full 45-minute video. And honestly, today, I'm going to take notes. I'm going to be like, I do this first, do this first. But let me tell you what went wrong yesterday. One, it took me so long to find each tool that I needed to use to remove the parts. That's what took so long. If I were to go back and do what I did last time, I mean, I hope so, bro. I hope so. I'll send you a picture of what I have to do, and maybe you'll be able to Yeah, technically this is a CISD. The reason I'm marking out this one is because I'm just using the higher time frame one. So yeah, you're right. This is a change in the state of delivery. This is just a higher time frame one that I had marked out. So let's just keep it like this so people understand. Trial and error journal it. To be honest, I didn't fail. I just cut it early because this is what happened, bro. I literally removed like I moved like a good amount of bolts. I removed some pipes. I took out some stuff, and then it took me like 3 hours. The actual removing part was not the long part. The long part was finding the tool to actually do it. You know, was just finding the tool. Like it took me forever. I had to find the tool. I was at my girl's garage. Okay, I live in an apartment. I don't have no garage. I didn't spend any money on tools. My girl has hella tools in her garage. Not like her, like she's not using tools, but like her parents and her grandfather. So I was using their garage, and I just had to look for the tool every single time. It's not really like that well organized. Everything was just kind of scattered, which is fine. But I had to look for it every single time, bro. And I know the tools are there, but every single time I'm like, all right, does this one fit? Ah, no, does this one fit? Ah, no, does this one fit? Does this one fit? So that's what took so long. You know? You sent a video on Discord? Are you my hero? That's the this is the exact video I was watching, bro. Okay, listen, don't laugh. Don't laugh. Wait, can I play this? I don't think I can play this a lot, but I only made it to like 6 minutes in the video, bro. I'm gonna be honest. But
you'll never know how much.
The only reason I stopped. By the way, the video is 42 minutes, but like it's because he skips through it. Like, for example, he'll replace one and then say like do the rest on the other side or something. But the reason I stopped was because I had to find an Allen key socket, and I was just tired, bro. I feel like it probably was there, but I searched for like 30 minutes and I couldn't find it. I think I have one. So today I might try again today, and I'm gonna be a little bit more prepared. I'm gonna actually watch the full video and take notes. That way I can bust out the easy parts. So and I'm gonna go from there. But I also need one thing. I've never actually changed spark plugs. So the actual replacement of the spark plug, to my knowledge, is not that easy. Like you have to do it. Like it's not hard, but you have to make sure you do it like perfectly, right? Connor, would you know about that? I heard something about like you have to torque it up properly or something, and place it perfectly. Otherwise, you fuck shit up. Is that true? Good, Toffee. Toffee, are you a mechanic? Yeah, we're bullish today. Powell does not speak today, no. We have 10 a.m. jolts, and that's it. Back test your tool. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Don't forget that you need a special key to tighten the spark plugs. Yeah, that's what it is, right? That's what it is. You need a special key, which I'm probably going to go purchase. I think I'm going to need to purchase that, right? Do you 100% need a special key? I'm pretty sure you can just do it, but I'm not sure. Do you need a special key to... Yes, Federico? Wait, you're saying yes? Oh, yes, Federico. I'm tripping. Want to get a funded pass to equity edge, but never got access. Top Step, good choice. Top Step is one of the better ones, yeah. Top Step's in my top two. If I were you, I would only look at Alpha Futures or Top Step, in my personal opinion. You need a special key to replace Titan. You just need a deep socket. I think you just need to get a deep. That's what I thought too. You don't need a special key to plug in on a Titan, like the misplaying of Titan. You need a spark plug socket. These sockets are deep and have a rubber insert to hold the spark plug. Ratchet wrench to fit the sock. Spark plug gap tool. Torque wrench. Basic snags, remove the spark plug wire. Use the spark plug socket plus ratchet to unscrew the old plug. Check the gap in the new... Fuck, man, I don't know any of this shit. Thread in a new plug by hand, then tighten with socket. Guys, be honest. Be honest, if I've never done this, am I gonna fuck this up? I have a V6 2.5 liter. I could go to a mechanic, but it's gonna be hella expensive. Brother, all you need is a spark plug socket. See, bro, Robert Down is fucking down. I've never had a job where everything went right the first time. I mean, the thing is, it is expensive for my car, bro. Because my car, it's not just, you can't just like access it. They be charging like, bro, every shop I said, they're gonna be like, yo, it's gonna be 4 or 5 hours of labor work. Well, it's not gonna be 4 or 5 hours, bro. But of course they're gonna upcharge. Like, they're gonna be like, oh, we have to remove this, remove that. It's gonna be like 5 hours labor, and then for the actual replacement, like. Well, and to be honest, bro, like, I kind of just want to figure it out. It's a Lexus IS 250. It's a rubber magnet to get the plug out. Once putting it in, go tilt tight and do half turn. Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna make a list of people that know what they're talking about, bro. Like, how hard can it be, bro? If I'm watching a video, you just need a 5. Yo, some of you guys, first of all, I appreciate you guys. Second of all, I can go get that tool, and I think I can do it myself, bro. It's Bobby. Yeah, I know you, Bobby. Bobby, I tried to do it yesterday, and I didn't fail. I didn't make it that far. I didn't make it that far. I basically just I gave up halfway because for my car I have to remove a bunch of stuff. I have to remove a bunch of stuff to get to the spark plug. Yeah, everything's in the way, Rob. Everything. You don't have car insurance. Oh, car insurance. I'm trying to change my spark plugs, bro. What is car insurance gonna, what is car insurance gonna do? Yo, I will message you, Ski Daddy. I will message you, bro. I'm gonna try again today. I'm gonna do exactly what I did last time. I'm gonna try again, bro. Listen, honestly, listen. Anyone who knows what they're talking about, message me on Discord, and there's a decent chance that I will message you later today or later this week. Because there's another thing that's more important here than the cost. The fact that I wasn't able to do it means I have to do it now. It's not even in my control. The fact that I tried and I didn't fail because I just said, okay, I'm not gonna do this right now. Now I have to. There's just no going back. At this point, it's about me versus me. I don't care what happens to the car. I gotta do it. You know? So I'm gonna try again. I don't think it's hard. It's not hard. It's not hard. I don't think it's a hard task. It's gonna take some time to remove everything. The only thing that may be a little bit challenging is actually replacing the socket or replacing the spark plug. And I'm gonna rock with it, you know? I already bought the spark plugs, so I'm locked in. Bro's about to blow his car. I'm not gonna blow the car, bro. Yo, Green Queen, any chance you live in Ontario, bro? Your Discord can't open? Not my Discord's open. You think they're getting a payout cap is better? I would rather 5 accounts personally. We think of GoFunded. I've never heard about GoFunded ever. There's a spark plug socket. Did you get that as well? What car would you like to buy after that, Lexus? Good question. I don't know. Definitely something nice though. Wait, you don't have a Ferrari, no Lambo? No, bro, of course. Don't. What about your edition codes? I think those are fine, bro. I don't think I have to change those. Ontario, Canada, yeah. I definitely know you're not there. If I have 5 accounts, you recommend I would, yes. Can I open a new combine? I've already maxed out 5, but I blew one today. You can open, yeah, you can open another one. You can only just have 5 funded. Honestly, Ski Daddy, I'll probably send you a picture if I make it that far too. There is a spark plug socket. I think I'll just buy the spark plug socket. I don't think that's that expensive. If that's the only thing holding me back, how many cons? It all depends on stop loss placement, bro. It's not that expensive to buy a spark plug socket. Bias? We've already covered bias. Very simple. It's bullish. Looking for a previous day's high. A bench from my Rocky partner would be nice. A bench would be nice, bro. I don't know what car I'm gonna get, bro, to be honest. More important than a car for me, after like I probably want to get a house first, like a nice house. You definitely need that magnetic tool to take out the plugs. Okay, is the magnetic tool different than a spark plug socket? Is it a magnetic pickup tool? I saw the hourly BISI. To me, it doesn't really matter how low we go, just that we go below 930. Which we'll have to lock in shortly. Like, I'm trying to get a firehouse. Not a firehouse, it's a house. So it's just a magnetic pickup tool. I think I have one of those. It can be a magnetic, it can be a magnet or a rubber. Just ask for a spark plug socket. Bring your new plug so you can test fit. Okay, good idea. Good idea. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. After live stream, I'm gonna message Skiddy. I'm gonna message Bobby. After I do all my research and my note taking, my back test, and then we go from there. I think that's a good plan. Put us in a group chat. That's not a bad idea, actually. Sockets have a magnet in them. That would be great. So you're saying it can be like a 2-in-1 type situation? I think I have a magnetic pickup tool. Getting unstoppable with enough prep time, bro. With enough back tests, you can do anything in life, bro. That's literally all life is, bro. Back test and execution. If you think about it, that's pretty much everything in life. Anyways, enough about the spark plugs. House in the E-Class for you would be amazing. Yeah, E-Class would. For me, yeah, honestly, between the Mercedes and the BMW war, I've never really had a preference that's like too strong. I've always loved the comp series, but I feel like Benz is more luxury. Mercedes is more luxury. There's some really nice ones, like the E63. It's a really nice one. What I was looking at. If you want more problems with your car, you get a BMW. Mercedes suits me. I think it does, bro. All right, let's lock in, boys. Let's lock in. I appreciate you guys helping me. We're gonna get this done, bro. We will get this done. GT63S. Good luck today. Appreciate you, Tommy. How long you been training for? It's been about 2 years for me now. Today looks like a repeat of yesterday. It looks exactly like a repeat of yesterday. We'll see if we get a Judas swing. Hopefully the Judas swing lower. I want to take a long. Bias is bullish. Very simple reasoning. Yesterday we closed bullish. Today we've already retraced into previous day's range. Previous day's highs open. I think previous day's high is going to get taken unless we have a very choppy session, which is fine. If we do, nothing we can do really about that. We've already manipulated below midnight opening in London. Asia lows taken. We've got the CISD above. I'm assuming this low to be protected, just like I was yesterday. Pretty much the exact same price action. and looking for this buy side of the curve to deliver. Now, if we remain really bullish, I don't know if this is going to happen, but previous week's high in picture for this week. So we're going to have to look at that as well. So we have 1 minute and 30 seconds. Exactly. The question is how much higher than previous day's high? Previous week's high is pretty much the only thing besides this wick. So if you want to be diligent, you would grade this wick 75, 50. Well, you do it like this. 75, 50. See if we can get to consequent encroachment. And you can go from there. It's not a bad idea. So, I mean, I guess we'll grade it because there's not really anything else to look for. So we'll leave it like that. And besides that, we're going to lock in. Most important thing is to follow the process. What I will say is, unfortunately for Geis, I do have to announce the giveaway again. So if you did not know, maybe you know and you don't want to hear this, but maybe you didn't know. So I'm going to put you on. This is what we're giving away. PC, monitor, gaming chair. All brand new, all of which have better specs than what I have right now. This chair is a lot better. My chair is super ripped. It's actually a really nice chair. This is what we're giving away. All you have to do to enter, if you use my code on any Alpha Futures account, just let me know. I'm not telling you to go do it, because I don't care whether you do it. But if you do it, let me know so I can enter you in the giveaway. On top of that, there's no activation fee on advanced accounts. So if you want to get an advanced account, no activation fee. Anyways, let's lock in, bro. Let's lock in. All right, previous day's high taken on the 9:30 candle. SMT right now, but ES will probably get there. Similar to yesterday. I wonder, man, we could just have a straight repeat of yesterday. Due to swing higher. We're already at 25% of the quadrants. See what happens. So I didn't want to get a part of this long, but I mean, it was relatively close anyways, 30 points, so it is what it is. Previous day's high on ES is still open. Let me just quickly glance at the stock market. Google is down. Let me just check on my Google. Give me one moment. I was gonna say, how am I at 0? Okay. Not mistaken. Cool. We'll stock up some more. So I'm gonna add a small position of Google to my portfolio. Anyways, focus up here. So we take our previous day's high. We do get a move lower. I'm not really interested in shorting this. ES still has previous day's high open, but we definitely could go lower here. I'm looking at this sell side pool. I believe this is also, where's that line? The hourly imbalance, which we already tapped into the volume imbalance, so it's kind of hard to say. But ideally, we take out some sell side, right? So yes, this is a change in the state of delivery. If we close below, we do have very obvious sell side right here, but I still kind of want to align myself with the higher time frame. So I don't think I'll take that short. Not using that as first presentation. This one is first presentation. So we also have 10 a.m. news, Jolt's job openings. So nothing wrong with waiting till 10. We probably should have some volatility at that point. We didn't get the CISD there yet, by the way. Just annotating it because it might form. Let me ready up the calculator here. On this account, we're gonna look to risk 1. This one risk 5. So yeah, I mean it looks like. Let's fix this. We're gonna take out the sell side. We didn't get to 25% of that wick. A very strong reaction from previous day's high. So mark out the opening range gap as well. That's what it was. Yeah. So when there's a small opening range gap like that, usually price action isn't the best. But I mean, let's see what we're working with. Let's see the sell side get engaged. You see, we get the change in the state. We do trade into it there. Even if I wanted to take this trade, risk reward is pretty awful. So wait and see. So first 5 minutes, we might have to wait for the macro here or wait till 10 a.m. for things to start aligning. We are below 830 price and 930. So if we can take out this sell side, that means we've taken out sell side and we're in discount. It's a bearish order block. Let me quickly check the YM. YM also took previous day's high. But YM is pumping on the open. Okay, interesting. So I wonder, I mean, we don't have to go any lower. I wonder if we get a CISD here and then it could happen. And that would meet my criteria, but I would much rather we take out this sell side. We're gonna find like a really good trade. But we did take out some sort of sell side. It's not the major pool before market open. Closure above here would be a CISD. I'm not too convinced yet, to be honest. I like the sell side as my main objective right now. In fact, if we can get something like this, I'd probably take a short to that sell side. So we'll just wait and see. If it starts showing signs of being like back and forth in this price range, probably want to wait till the macro or 10 a.m. then. Protraction model formed on ES. It would look like, I mean, this risk reward is awful, but it would look like this. Always do, like, I don't know. This is just a tape read. I'm not taking this trade. YM is turning over. Beating up towards that sell side. Kind of. London's high is right here. So we'll see if we trade into that 30-minute breaker, hourly breaker. Just gotta be patient. I primarily just want to focus on the long. So just waiting to see the sell side gets touched. We can even go below the sell side. There's another hourly in there. 30-minute value gap. So just kind of waiting to see if longs align. Getting pretty choppy here on ES. So good to be patient. About to touch first presentation. I didn't get there on NQ. See if we do. There we do get there. Again, technically this is a change in the state of delivery. Hard for me to trust it. I think order flow is still bearish, but we'll see. I'll probably take the next protraction model that forms and not really trust any reversal right now. So when in doubt, whenever I doubt the reversal, I mean that's what my protraction model is for. Just makes trading a lot easier when you have something to fall back on. Yeah, we don't have to go any lower. Looks like we'll get a higher high. I mean, there's an S&T there right now, but we'll probably still get the higher high. If we can get a protraction model, that's pretty much the best thing that can happen now. Wait for the macro. We have S&T higher and lower, so I definitely just want this to clear up. In my opinion, it's still somewhat choppy and range bound. S&T down there, S&T up there. Usually we would take out the low and then, start seeing a higher move. So I'm a little bit cautious in taking any reversal trade. Also before the macro and before 10 a.m. news, so just staying patient. 25% right there is our first kind of target. So trading back into first presentation. This could potentially be a protraction model. I don't know if I would take it. Gives 2R. We'll see. Probably have to break even once we took out this high. This would become a bullish order block. We'll be forming a 5-minute right under us. We traded into the 2-minute already. We'll see if we get the bullish order block. Try to target -1, I guess, and then previous day high on ES. We'd have to break even pretty early, but it's not the worst trade. See if we get that bullish order block. We'd have to close above, right? Yeah, see this one wicked. I probably won't take the trade anymore. Had it closed above, we could have taken the trade. It could still close above now. The issue is if it closes above now, it might just slip us and go a little bit higher. So, could you take it? I mean, for me, I'd be breaking rules. I have to wait for the order block. So, we'll just have to wait and see. We may not be able to get a good enough fill for 2R. You could always send this and just look for -1. See if we get that bullish order block formation. If this candle fails, I'm just gonna cut out this trade. Like the fact that it's wicking, I don't like it. ES is putting 2 down close candles. It's not really the best. I feel like it might be waiting for the macro, 5 minutes forming, but okay, so it wicked twice. I'm just gonna cancel that trade idea. The fact that it's wicking twice is just a red flag. So if it closes above now, there's really no point. The risk reward also wouldn't be that good. So we tried to take a protraction model, just didn't quite form the way I wanted it to. See, like if this candle closes above, it's gonna probably close above like right here. In which case we can't even really take the trade. So see what I mean? How are we gonna get a good fill? I mean, obviously we could leave a limit order. Or buy it as it comes down. See, obviously we're not gonna take the trade like that. I don't think it'll come back down. It may come back down and touch this, but it didn't form, and that's okay. Yeah. So this didn't form. Now we're trading above the high here. Previous day's high still open on yes. We still have potential targets. There's 25% of the wick. That would have been the second target for me. Now we could have hypothetically taken the trade like, I don't know, let's say we got a fill at like here. The thing is, we'd have to put our stop like all the way down here. So 2Rs large, because they have to cover the CISD. Let's be patient. Previous days high open, still open on yes. I mean, if we get another protraction model, we could maybe find a high probability trade. We're inside that fair value gap. $9.50 macro, starting in 20 seconds. And we also have that 10 a.m. Jolts job openings news report. So I don't really want to take a protraction from up there, if I'm being honest. Not after we took out this high. So we might have to wait for 10 a.m. news. If we closed above here, technically, that would be a bullish order block. It's all about conviction on ES. Yeah, never mind. It's all about conviction on ES for reaching previous day's high. The S&T on previous day's high still holds. So she would have been stopped at break even anyway on this trade, so not a big deal. Unless we partial at 25%, but not a big deal. We're probably just gonna have to wait here for the news report. There's a small inversion in there. Speeding up to probably take out this low. Currently S&T there. Pretty back and forth morning so far. Traded low, traded higher, lower, higher. Now we're trading lower yet again. So it's probably best to just stay clear till the 10 a.m. news report and go from there. The ES traded, oh actually, both assets traded into the 5-minute there. So we touched the 5-minute bullish. We may get an inversion here. The stop is kind of extreme. Our stop could be a soft stop. Again, for me, it's all about conviction on ES reaching previous day high. 15-point stop. Really don't want to take this 953 though, but let's see. Didn't inverse anyways. Like my final target would probably be around here. I think around here is safe to assume. It's all about conviction on ES, whether or not ES is going to take previous day's high. It doesn't look like it right now. ES does not look like it wants to go higher at all. It's just kind of consolidating. I think this is just Nasdaq volatility, perhaps. Unless we get a single candle pass higher on ES, I don't really trust this. Because where's the draw on? What's the draw? The only draw is really previous day high on ES. So even if this inverses, I'm not going to execute. Because remember, first step of my model is drawing liquidity. And if ES doesn't look like it's going to take previous day's high, then there is no high probability draw. Failed to inverse once, twice, 3 times. Cut this trade out. The trade idea is not going to be executed. And we're just getting closer and closer to 10 a.m. news. We're putting in an SMT lower. There's that single pass, maybe. I mean, who knows? I don't want to try and predict what news does. So I think now we just have to wait till news. It's 5 minutes until news. We just played a 10 a.m. candle. I prefer it doesn't just go higher, man. Probably will. It's fine. Just stay patient. Can't get FOMO in times like these. Can't get FOMO. We're just gonna wait. Might drop. If we're gonna go higher. I don't know if we are. Order flow is not that clear if I'm being honest. Nasdaq's printing higher, ES printing lower, YM printing lower. What's the dollar doing? Let's actually put it up here. Dollar is printing higher, so it's not there's really no synergy right now. So let's just wait for 10 a.m. news. Hopefully it gets clearer. What would I want 10 a.m. to do? Hard to say, to be honest. Maybe just give a clean PO3. Ooh. Just wait until 10 a.m. ES forming a protraction model for the first time. It closes above. It does close above. That is a protraction model on ES, so ES is finally showing me potential willingness to take out previous day's high based on this order block. But there's a minute and 30 seconds until news. I am not going to personally take that trade. So just wait till the news candle and see what happens. Good thing we didn't take that trade. One minute until news. Gotta be patient. $50. So if we're gonna expand higher, this is where I think we're gonna go. It's 50% of the wick, and it's also this old RTH high. I think that's a great draw on liquidity if we're gonna expand higher. Now, I'm not usually in favor of taking longs above high of day, but if we're gonna have an expansion day, I mean we have a clean buy. It's only 80 points. It's not asking for too much. 207. I mean yesterday was 407, so we have room to go higher, right? If we're wrong, well, we have equal lows over here. Equal lows always a good target. Doesn't matter what your bias is. There's the news candle at 10 a.m. Boom, 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 boom. Wake up, wake up, well, it's not the most eventful open, but we stay patient. Again, I kind of just want to see some sort of move lower below 10 a.m. so I can frame a high probability trade power 3. We're going to frame this trade on the S&P because remember, our low-hanging fruit right now is previous day high on ES. I'm not going to long up here hoping for this. I don't usually long high of day, but I don't mind longing ES targeting previous day's high. We just have to show willingness that we're actually going to go higher. Close my eyes. I have to even take the trade on ES. We kind of already missed it on ES, to be honest. We should have been entering right at 10:02. It's not easy. Like that's a hard one to get on time. By the time it closed, and the risk reward is not even that good. But like, let's say I don't know, you got in like here. The risk reward is awful, so Not the most exciting morning session, not the easiest one to trade, just expanding above high of day. I mean, there are setups here, but you would have had to hold through news, which is one thing I don't like to do. You would have had to long high of day, deep premium. Don't like that either. YM is just trading lower. ES takes out the high there. It's just kind of going sideways on ES. Like we have NASDAQ going up, we have ES going sideways, and we have the YM going down. That is not really a good time to place a trade. If I were to take a premium entry here, I would really have to de-risk on this trade. Only because the risk reward is pretty good. So like I would probably risk like, I don't know, 1/3 of what I normally risk. Like let's risk 0.3R if this forms. It's not a rule break, it's a protraction model. I have a draw, I'm expecting expansion. ES still has previous day's high. It's just not the best trade. I would do it probably with 5 micros. And then we just break even on previous day high on ES, if anything. We didn't get the order block, so I was looking for the order block here. Didn't form. But we just wait. I wonder, we might have to wait till 10:30. It's just so sloppy. ES is like looking really sideways. Maybe if the YM can start showing that it wants to go higher. I feel like arguing for shorts makes more sense here. The S&T at previous day's high. The equal lows. This super deep premium that we're in. Yeah, like I don't want to flip my bias, but I'll tell you one thing for sure. Every single asset has bearish order flow except the NQ. And if NQ is wow. I was going to say, if NQ is going to print lower, then they'd all finally be in sync, which is right now. So they're finally all in sync, which is good. Synchronous is good. Wow, a really aggressive move. Back below previous day's high. know if I'ma see you again. Can I get a kiss? Can you make it last forever? I'm about to go to war. I don't know if I'll see you again. Could be an inversion. This would be a nice trade if it forms. Would be the nicest idea that has the nicest idea that would be forming. I probably wouldn't want to wait for all the way up there. I'd probably look to maybe take the 30-second or something. We actually already got the 30-second inversion, but I'd probably wait for a little bit more. Damn. 5-second? I mean, we got the 5-second CISD. I do want to get long, even if I have to predict this inversion. Because it already formed lower time frame. So it's aggressive, but it's not a rule break. Let me watch how this next candle prints. If this, I'm watching the 30-second chart right now. If the 30-second chart trades lower into the bullish and then gives me an inversion, say we close about 50% here, that's a good signal for me. So if it starts to wick right now, just watching the 30-second very closely. It is kind of starting to wick. If we get a closure above, I mean, if we can flip this candle green, I'll go in. Watching the 30-second here, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So I'm looking at this 30-second inversion, and this could be a protraction here on the 30-second if we get closure above. That's what I'm looking at. We do get it there. Watching this next candle trade. Like, I'm going to be obviously a little bit hesitant on this, but we'll see how it forms. Even an entry at this 50%, like if I get it anywhere inside this inversion, it's not a bad entry. Because it would probably, the trade would look something like this. I got it at 50%. So being somewhat a little bit patient. 2 minutes there. I waited for the full inversion. If we had an aggressive stop, could still get 2R. The stop is here, it's only 1.4. 1.4R. I think I'd have to wait for the 1 minute because now we have just like it's too risky now. My opinion, too risky. We have to wait for the full inversion. The 2 minute looks probably the best. Two-minute looks the cleanest in my opinion. Remember, this is all on the premise. Previously high, still open on the S&P. We went below 10 a.m. open. I'll swap over to the micro here. I'm watching the 2 minute here. We get the inversion on the 2 minute. Wait, why does the mic? Oh, I'm tripping on the 1 minute. 2 minute did not inverse. The 3 minute might inverse. Just go based off of that. So I'm just charting up the micro here because I will have to execute the micro. And remember, this is all on the premise that first presentation, ES, previous day's high is still open. And it's a 10 a.m. Po3 idea. Well, I don't know. Doesn't look like we're going to get the 3 minute inversion. The 4 minute? Just funny, bro. This could be, if we get closure here, we could even just take the trade like this. If we get closure here. Because this is still a protraction. Like, the model already formed on ES, so. Right, 10:15. Just unfortunate how slow and like progressive this was. I'm not here to break any rules, obviously. There we get the inversion. Really just not the best trade. Or I'm not gonna take this trade. Now, honestly, I'm trying way hard to take this trade. Previous day's high is right there on ES. There's just not enough room to work with. There really isn't. There's just not enough room. We got the inversion. We can just see if it plays out. I can take a better trade. That's why I'm not too, anti on taking this right now. We get another setup that's a little bit cleaner, maybe. But there's just not that much room to work with. Previous day's high is right there, Like this would be a trade where I would want to be like already like break even or taking partials, I'm not trying to take it from here and then maybe get there. Super farm premium. It formed nicely here, but unless you entered on turtle soup, like if you entered, I don't know, here, like you can't really take this trade. That's nice, Not like we missed anything amazing, If I were to, let's say hypothetically, let's just say I followed all my models and I got the best entry possible. Let's just I wouldn't, right? I wouldn't take this. Otherwise, I would have clicked the button. Like technically, I would have to do it like this, and then let's just say we hoped for this draw. I guess like this would be the trade, like this. That would be the 2 minute, the protraction that formed on the 2 minute. So the stop loss at the body. The thing is, there's no telling if we're gonna get here. We could reverse after ES takes previous day's high, in my opinion. That's the main issue with that trade. That's the main issue. And that's why I'm hesitant. If previous day's high was like here, then it's way different. It's a way different story. But I guess we can just tape read it. There's previous day's high on ES. So we'll see. We'll see what 1030 does. Stay patient. I think we just wait for 1030. I mean, I still think it's possible we get here, but I don't know. It may be asking for too much. Oh, ES took previous day's high. That would be a change in the state. So just making some annotations. So if you guys use my code for the giveaway, just send me a message on Discord. Ideally, don't send me a message anywhere else. So we'll see how this goes. I don't see myself taking anything here. You just gotta be okay not pushing the button, you know? It would have been a stop like breaking. Like there's really just no point because I would have been break even after ES takes previous day's high because that was my main draw for this trade. I don't like to aim like usually if you have to take a trade and you're trading at the high of day, I usually just say I missed it, you know, and that's just the main takeaway here. We're trading at the highest price level that it's been all day, and there's the day started in Asia, or I guess midnight, and it's the highest it's been all day. So why would I be willing to buy it up there? Just doesn't make sense. The YM printing a little bit cleaner. Yeah, we still could reach this eyeball I drew at 679, but I mean, look how slow this is printing now. Probably not something I want to be a part of. And realistically, there's no fair value gap to take any higher probability trades off of. The best thing that could form, realistically, is if we go sideways and then 1030 we get something like this. Sure, it'll probably come up there. I try to frame it around 1030. If not 1030, then 1050. But even then, like this level is not guaranteed. There's too much sloppiness in here. We didn't put any 15-minute fair value gaps. We didn't put any 30-minute fair value gap. We didn't. There's an hourly, but it's separated by a huge wick. So I feel like I can probably find an A+ trade in the PM session, just trading my protraction model in the silver bullet. At least Nvidia's pumping. Let me check our stocks. Yeah, honestly, I think this just kills the session, to be honest. I think PM or lunch will be a lot better than this. I don't know. I'm gonna terminate my session here. I'm not even like comfortable taking any trade. I can't even paint a higher probability scenario long. I don't want to go short. Yeah, we have these equal lows here. Could be a draw, but intraday bias. There's nothing telling me that I can go lower. Intraday order flow is bullish. Daily power of 3 says bullish. Daily chart says bullish. Ideally, I don't want to take a short. We're trading at high of day. Can't see myself taking a high probability trade. So I don't feel like I've missed anything. We can tape read this. If we get an order block here, sure, maybe we can tape read this trade idea. If it closes above. But yeah, I think I terminate my trading there. Let's see what chat's saying. Fixing my capital today. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, brother. Why don't you do a live in the PM? I trade PM very swiftly. That's why. What's up, Ollie? What's good, Jay? What needs to happen for you to take shorts on equal lows? No, I wouldn't take shorts on equal lows. Price target Nvidia. I'm aiming for all-time highs on Nasdaq. Thoughts on gold? Still bullish higher time frame. It's kind of been choppy these last couple of days. Still bullish higher time frame though, in my opinion. Can you tell me why not short? Yeah, you can go short. The reason I'm not gonna go short is because the daily chart is bullish order flow, the intraday chart is bullish order flow, and the weekly. Well, the weekly power 3 honestly could potentially say lower, but that hasn't confirmed yet. But the daily power 3 says higher, right? Just doesn't really make sense for me to look for a short. The only thing that possibly could make sense for a short is we're in premium and we have equal lows, but it just doesn't make sense. Copy traders mad today? Yeah, they hate the no trade days, bro. They hate the no trade days, but it's part of the thing. And I mean, would I have lost if I pushed the button on a protraction? No, I probably would have broke even. We in premium though. Yeah, but I'm not gonna short every time we in premium. You know, we're in premium, but we're bullish. So doesn't mean you just short it, right? If you're bullish and you're in premium, what do? You wait for discount longs. There isn't any really clean discount level here. I mean, 4-hour bearish fair value gap. Yeah, no, I'm not even. That's just like a pattern kind of thing. It's probably not that. For me, it's a good setup. I hesitated. For me, the best setup that formed was right here at 954. It was this protraction model, but probably would have been stopped out break even. And there wasn't really a better setup than that, if I'm being honest. Why did we look bullish even though we entered a 4-hour BISI? Why do we look bullish when we enter the 4 hour busy? You tell me what looks bearish about this. Let's talk about the order flow. On the daily chart, we respected this discount PD array, the discount order block, and the discount bullish fair value gap here, and we have a swing high right here. We've inverted this fair value gap, or we're working on it at least. I can't tell. So we're working the upper portion of this bearish fair value gap. There's really nothing bearish about the daily chart. Intraday, we've manipulated below midnight. We have most likely protected low in London, and we have that drop. What's bear? There's nothing bear. We're not bearish because we're in a 4 hour bearish. That doesn't make sense. That's not how it works, right? That's not how it works. You can't just be bearish because of a premium array. If you're bullish, you'd expect it to fail, right? And probably will. So 1003 is an intermediate term high, but in what narrative, right? Only if you're bearish. And we're making lower lows, and we're not doing that in this case. We're making higher highs. I mean, ES already took out that high. Just gonna talk about the wick break even. Was it this wick 1008 or was it 950? Nah, no trade day. I'll probably look for the PM session. For me, it was the inversion of first presentation, EZ2R, 942 entry. Yeah, that wasn't bad as well. That was not bad as well. He was taking that 944. Oh, the reinversion here. Oh, would you have done it like that for 2R? Like stop on the low of the candle inverse? You got stop put as well, plus $9. Yeah, same thing as Lori. Yeah, I mean, if I took the long, if I'm being honest, if I took the long, probably, I mean, I would have been stopped to break. I at least hope I would have been stopped to break even. Otherwise it would have been a loss. I mean, no, it wouldn't have been a loss because, well, here it would have been if I took that protraction. But did this go to -1 first? Oh, it would have stopped me. So I would have been stopped if I took this or broke even. I'm assuming, I would hope I do break even, but who knows? GG's, bro. GG's, Rubes. 10 AM manipulated higher because the ITH has a displacement lower. Yeah, but you're just reading, that's just a pattern trade, Oh, 10 AM went higher, put in a swing high, and went lower. Are you going to take every single setup that 10 AM does that? Because if so, you'll probably fail more times than not. You have to align with the higher time frame. I'm only bearish because I wanted to mitigate the 1 hour breaker. I mean, there's a 1 hour breaker right here. Actually, not really. There's a 30-minute breaker right there, which it's already traded into. Dump so I can feel better. Any trades today? No trades yet. I'll probably look for something in the PM session. Yeah, the macro could give us delivery, but again, I don't know where I'd frame a high probably trade from. Appreciate you, Dre. Take care, brother. Down 500. These are the kind of days you have to, try to survive. People are gifting me stuff. You guys don't have to gift stuff, bro. But with the narrative of the 4 hour bearish. The 4 hour bearish does not give narrative. That's not narrative. I didn't take the PM session trade yesterday, no, but my model did form, and I did tell the people in gems. But I was working on my car, so done for the day. Yeah, man, if you took a win today, wow, take it out, bro. Apex drawdown is suffering. Live trailing, you mean? Oh yeah. Are you in a trade right now? Just some stock swing trades. Thinking about switching to forex markets. These markets are looking cleaner. You can if you want. You're going for a long right now. Smart. No, I mean in my opinion, no. But if your model forms, there's just not really anything. It's just too far in premium for me. Same setup as yesterday. It was pretty much the same as yesterday. Yeah, just a little bit less expansion. A little bit less. What car do you have? I have a Lexus IS 250. Yeah, whatever. Wait for somebody to get taken out. How much of the Alpha Advanced account with your discount? 50K account. I think it's like 110 maybe, with no activation fee right now for the month of June. I think that's what it is, but don't quote me. 125 with the code. There you go. 125. Do you always wait for liquidity before you take a trade? No, not every single time. Only if I'm looking for a reversal. Only if I'm looking for a reversal. So for example, this could have been a trade for me like this. But it would have been a break even or stop out. But there's no liquidity sweep here. But every trade usually formed like some sort of liquidity is taken before, you know? So like yeah. Why don't you implement strong levels to your trading? I mean, strong levels is very subjective, brother. What you think is a strong level is probably very different than what I think a strong level is. I'm $30 today, not bad, but this shit moving slow. Yeah. It's about survival on days like these, you know? We'll have better price action. Usually Tuesday NFP is a lot cleaner. But, I mean, it is what it is. Thinking of shorts? No. I don't see myself taking a short, but I mean, you can. Like I said, there's equal lows there. And it wouldn't invalidate the bullish narrative if we took out those equal lows. So you could, but it's not the kind of trade I'd be taking. Got 400 left on my eval. What should I do? Keep doing what you were doing, brother. How much you been risking? I mean, I guess you can just risk the 400 on the A plus trade. Probably the smartest thing to do. $200 away from passing 5 more evals. Now I'm 600 down in drawdown. That be happening, bro. That be happening. Take care, you more. I rebuilt in a week and I'm on my third month. Third month? Is this your first? Have you ever passed an account before, brother? Or have you ever gotten a payout before? You were probably very much under risking. Yeah, what happens after I pass my combine? I'm 600 left. Well, then you can get funded, brother. What's your favorite confluence? Probably speed. How can I Jude every time on top side 150 for a sub go and place trade it appears on a random spot? I don't understand your question. Do you take any trades today? No trades today yet. I might look to the PM session. ES looks good. Maybe. At least not a loss exactly, but what happens after I play? Yeah, you get funded. Yeah. I don't understand your question, 7. You're gonna have to ask it again. How can I Jude? Fresh haircut and wash my car, bro. That is like the definition of happiness for a man, bro. I swear. Fresh, like car's cleaned. I don't even have to be taking the car out. But if it's clean and I have a fresh haircut, well, I'm a king. What more can I improve in my life? That's all I could ever ask for. How much should I risk? I risk 250 on 50k evals. That's just me. Yeah, I mean, I would look for the 1050 macro here. I didn't take any trades yet. I probably won't until the PM session. PM silver bullet protraction model. Honestly, it forms almost every day except like the days that are no trade days. Try to get 1 hour out of the PM session. If I'm lucky, 2. 1050 macro, good chance it delivers. Can you show us an example of what? Oh, 2 p.m. silver bullet. Yeah, it formed yesterday. I didn't get a chance to take it, but pretty much exactly what I wanted formed. Silver bullet protraction model. Very simple. Wait for a trade. So you have to have a bias, right? Obviously, we were bullish. First step, wait for 2 p.m. Damn, am I really going to leak this right now? All right. I'll show you guys. 2 p.m. If it's before 2 p.m., you don't care about anything that happens. Step one, you have to have a bias. In this case, you're bullish. Why are you bullish? Because the higher time frame is bullish, and we've been bullish the entire day. You're now looking to pick a top. Okay. You wait for 2 p.m. You have a bias. You wait for 2 p.m. That's step 1 and 2. Step 3, you wait for price to trade into a bullish fair value gap. It doesn't matter what time frame. I wouldn't use seconds. Ideally, best case scenario, A plus would be a 15-minute fair value gap, which we do have right here, which is the one I was looking for. Again, you're waiting for 2 p.m. If it happens before, it doesn't matter. It does not matter, and it has to respect it. So we trade into the 15-minute bullish fair value gap. That's step 1. Step 2, sorry, that's like step 3 or whatever. Step 4 is very simple. You're waiting for an inversion out of it. That's it. Where's the inversion? It'd be right here. So if this candle, I mean, it's technically not an inversion. If you wanted to take it there, let's say you didn't trust it, and then you were like, okay, the next candle starts trading higher, it's probably going to form, then sure, there might be a cleaner 2, bro, you'll have to 2 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Eastern time, always Eastern time. So just look for the best inversion. So see the 2-minute inversion there? You would just take that. The 2-minute one is way more clear. And then it's very simple. Your stop loss goes to the swing low, and your TP usually is very simple. It's going to be either 1R or 2R. It's going to be 1R if you have an objective like this. So very easy, simple trade. It's going to be 2R. Let's say hypothetically your stop was here. Okay, then you know what? You can maybe just juice out a 2R, but again, I probably wouldn't. I would just take it here. Like, you're looking for the lowest hanging fruit objective possible, you know? You're not, it's a scalp trade model. It's not a catch the bulk of the PM session model. It's just a simple 1R or 2R trade with high probability that forms multiple, like, usually forms, you know, very clean, easy every day. How about near PM percent at 130? Would you take that into account? Nope. Very simple. Just straight silver bullet. Trade into bullish fair value gap. If we get a protraction model out of it, stop loss at the low. If there's a really big wick, put the stop loss at the body. Aim for 1R. Whichever is the first objective. If there's an objective, if there's some sort of liquidity at 1R, just take it. Do not be greedy with this model. You will get burned. You will get burned. Anyway, that's my PM protraction model. Most of the time, I just take it at 1R. Fixed. You know? Sometimes 2. And it's really simple. 2 p.m. power of 3. The goal is to align with the 2 p.m. power of 3. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not looking to capture the bulk of the range. I don't care how much it goes after. I'm just looking to capture one little piece of the pie when it's likely to expand at least a little bit. I just came. What's your bias? And you take a trade. We took no trades today. My bias was bullish going into the day. Previous day high was my main objective. We took that out on both ES and NQ. I said if we're going to go higher, I would probably want to look for this objective here. But again, it's showing no signs of that, so it's hard. One more question in YouTube chat. Do you consider 15-minute volume bounce load FG as a PD ray? It is a PD ray. I personally don't look. I wouldn't use those though. I don't use those personally because if there's a lack of imbalances, usually means price action is not the best. It means there's a lot of overlapping, right? I look and knew this happened. Yeah, you wasn't it you who said like, bro, don't let it fool you, or some shit like don't get excited about the good PA. I mean, hey, that's why you gotta survive, you know? Not every day is good. Why don't you trade the 930 open reversal 1 minute IFG? There should have been a daily SMT there. What? This inversion at 932? I was bullish. Get the grow, bro. You teach me so much. I'm gonna go buy a sub. Alright, man. Enjoy your sub, bro. Bearish W power of 3. Not sure what you're saying. I was bullish. That's why. Yeah, everyone was so high up. Account. Applying the same rate. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, man. My question was, my risk per trade is $150 on my settings, but when I place a trade, the 150 appears on a random spot. So I need to make myself higher or lower, but then I don't have 150 risk top set. Listen, I'm going to be honest, bro. Delete that risk setting and just calculate it manually. It's not hard to calculate. Just calculate what 150 risk looks like. I appreciate you, BG. What do you think the 10 a.m. 4-hour candle is doing? I tried to short because of the up. I think it's going sideways, brother. I'll prove it to you. Ready? Boom. See that? Sideways. I thought he meant Subway, bro. I mean, I had Subway 2 days ago, so I thought, why you exit the long? I didn't take any longs. I mean, to be fair, we're already pretty extended. I mean, look, if we're deviating London's range, we're already at almost -4. So I might also buy Subway. Bro, Subway goes crazy, bro. Anything today? Didn't watch it open. Nah, no trade. How can I put a stop loss and TP on my limit order before it gets tapped? Stop loss and TP on my limit order before it gets tapped. It's easy, bro. So I'll do it for you right now. So do you want me to give you a buy example or a sell example? So let's say I wanted to buy, and you're putting a buy limit. So I don't know. Let's just say, for whatever reason, you're putting a buy limit. I don't know, bro. Let's just say right here, okay? So you would do right click, trade, buy limit. Let me just put one here just in case. So buy limit, that's what a buy limit does. If price comes down here, it puts you in a buy, right? You want to put a stop loss. Obviously, it's going to be below this level. You're not going to put a stop loss up. It's going to be below. So let's say you want to enter at this low. You want to put your stop loss here. Right click, trade, sell stop. Okay? If it hits this level, it'll automatically close any trade. Okay? If you don't, listen closely. If you don't have a buy limit here and you only have the sell stop, it's going to sell you short at this level. So this is only valid if you have a buy limit above the sell stop. Otherwise, do not put this level. This is like shorting on a breakout. So let's pretend that there's no buy limit. If you put a sell stop right here, that means if price comes down like this, it'll trigger the sell. Okay? So you know how to put the buy limit and the sell stop. The take profit, obviously, is going to be higher. So let's say you want to take profit at this I, you would come here and put a sell limit. So now, but again, this is only a sell limit if it's only a TP if it hits your buy limit. So don't leave this order pending, because if it just goes up here, it's going to put you in short, right? So these are only like bracket orders assuming you're inside a buy. If you're in a buy position, then this is TP and SL. If you're not in a buy position, it'll just sell you here. So make sure you get filled on the buy. And that's pretty much it. Another week, another account blown. What happened, bro? You took too many trades today? What stop buy? That's the same thing for short. So let's say I want to get in short right here. So let's say if price comes here, I want to go short, and I want to put my stop loss above. Well, that's a buy stop. Okay? So if price triggers my sell limit, this is my stop loss for a short. If I want to put a TP, well, it's going to be a buy limit. So let's say I want to enter short here, stop loss here, take profit down here. But remember, this is only under the premise that it actually fills me in short. If I don't have a short limit, sell limit there, and price comes all the way here, it's going to put me at a buy. The reason this order exists is, like, for most people, they trade breakout. So let's say people want to buy like on a breakout here. So what do? They put a buy stop right there. So if price explodes here, let's say, they'll get triggered in longs, right? And then if they get triggered in longs, you'd have to put a sell stop below. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully that makes sense. That's all recorded, by the way, if you want to go back and see that. Take a look, back to strategy. I feel like his strategy is probably good. He probably just over traded or over risked or something. It happens, bro. Yo, Ollie, are you in chat right now? Hmm. Have you seen ICT 2022? I'll just talk to you there instead of replying to your message. Thoughts on ICT Asia sweep? Great. Hey, brother, we have a business opportunity. Can we discuss in private chat? Sure, brother. I'll check out your message. Are you streaming PM session? Maybe. But if not, I will simply, in my Discord, free Discord, right here under journal, I will say I'm looking for this, and then that's pretty much just as good. Are you completely brand new to ICT? Let's go. Let's go. What are we going for? Oh, yes. I would start with, yeah, 2020. Honestly, Ollie, what I would recommend is watch my ICT Mastery Blueprint series because it'll teach you the language. And then after that, and then watch ICT 2022. My Discord is free, yeah. Ollie, go watch my Tuesday core content. Yeah. What was everyone laughing? Thoughts on shorts? I personally wouldn't take any shorts. Yeah, you can message me on TikTok. Damn, are you not allowed to? How do I enter the giveaway? Yeah, let's talk about the giveaway. Got to enter the FTA. I was hoping you were trying to from the times it was reference. 9:58 a.m. I mean, I wouldn't view this as a bullish order block. Didn't enter any fair value gap or trade into any low. We invalidated that order block here too. If anything, I feel like this makes a lot more sense. Good job, 10. That's really just lost 1%. That's okay, bro. 10K. We have perfect equal lows at 951. Yeah, let me clear this up. So hypothetically, we'd still be in this trade. I mean, if we took it, but this was the tape rate we had. Probably would have been stopped out at some point. What's the I? Is this stream all recorded? All my streams have been posted on YouTube for the last 2 years. The I is a regular trading hours buy side liquidity pool from Thursday, May 29th. You will only see it on regular trading hours. That's why it's so secretive. If I did long before market open, I'd have nice. Yeah, but it's always shoulda, woulda, coulda, bro. You just gotta follow your model, follow your edge. It's not gonna be every single day. No, I didn't take buys. That was a tape read. I was looking to take buys, but it's just too sloppy in this price action for me. Can you explain on the times when you use the 4-hour open hand look like pattern trading results out today? I always trade the 9:30 power of 3 and the daily power of 3. Bro, I swear, I was gonna buy this stock, bro. Like I was on. I had the order, and I was gonna click it, and I was like, let me just do Google. And here we are, up like 15% since I decided to make that decision. But it's always shoulda, woulda, coulda. Always shoulda, woulda, coulda. We're doing good on a video. You full-time trading and content, yeah. So did you take any trades? No trades for me. I'll probably look to the PM session. I know I should. have trusted my instincts. But then again, it could have went down, and I would have been like, You know, like who really knows? Do you trade stocks or just keep them for long term? I swing trade stocks based on the Nasdaq. Yeah, earnings in 2 days. Not time to hit the gym. I think I might try again to fix my car. To be honest. What time is PM session for UK? PM session starts at 1:30 Eastern time, so you'd want to just convert. I think for you that's what, 6 hours or 5 hours. Could you explain how you found your bias? Sure, very simple. So simple. You ready? Let's clear some of these levels up. So, accumulated in Asia, manipulated below midnight opening price in London, in a bullish market on the higher time frame. Then the confirmation was the CISD in London session. When you see this formation, and the same thing happened yesterday. I was bullish yesterday for the exact same reason. Midnight open, London midnight place below, CISD. This formation in a bullish market usually means that this low is not going to be taken. Not every time, maybe 80%, 90%, if you're aligning with the right bias, this low will not be taken. So what does that mean? It means we're likely to expand higher. Where could we expand to? This is previous day's high. This was my drawn liquidity for the day, low-hanging fruit. It's right there. It's almost always up for grabs every single day if it hasn't been taken by London session. It's almost always going to be taken. So that was it. Very simple. I have a low that I don't think is going to be taken. So if we can retrace and get confirmation of a continuation, we get higher probability long, right? And then after we took this level, I'm asking myself, okay, well, I'm not going to flip bearish. I'm going to ask myself, how much higher can we go, right? So for me, I marked out this level, and I think we're going to reach it. But look how sloppy it was, right? Yeah, sorry, the CFTC is on the lower candle. You are correct. I keep marking out like this because in my journal, oh, you're right. It would still be here anyways. In my journal, I placed it off of the higher time frame one, the hourly. So that's why I did it like that in my journal. But yeah, sorry, the CISD would technically be right here. This would be a change in the state, and then your breaker would be right here. So once you get that confirmation, London low is usually protected. The same thing happened yesterday. I was bullish yesterday for the exact same thing. We had a protected low in London, and I'm bullish higher time frame. Brother, there is no subscribe button on your YouTube? No, there is, bro. You just gotta find it. You gotta find it a little bit, You go to my channel. It's probably there somewhere. Appreciate the rose. But the eye is at 50%, the 29 may wake. It happens to align perfectly, Toffee. The eye is 40. The eye is this high right here. What's the best, cheapest futures prop firm for an unprofitable trader? Best and cheapest? To just practice, right? You're not assuming you're probably gonna blow the account. I'd probably get an Apex account then, bro. To be honest. But I'm gonna be honest, you're probably not gonna get a payout. But yeah, if you're unprofitable, why are you buying accounts, bro? Demo account's the cheapest one. What about Alpha? For me, Alpha Futures is the best, man. Right now, I'm only trading. Actually, I lied. I have one more other account, but I'm mostly focused on Alpha. The payouts are just the easiest, so I'm just gonna try and get as many payouts to Alpha as I can. And once I get enough, put some more into my live and then scale other firms. That's my plan personally. Getting one of the most committed traders I've ever seen. You typically live an hour or two, even after not taking trades. That's real psychology dynamic. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. I'm here every day, man. I've got an Apex payouts, but it is hard. Yeah. Just sign up for trading you and they have payroll trade. Yeah, that's what I would do. What's your account size, bro? Which one? Depends which one. My live account? I probably wouldn't want to talk about that. Bro, Deadass looks like Alpha copied the TopStep X. The thing, it's not TopStep X. It's called Project X. It's like another platform, and it's like another company, and that company gives that platform to some firms. Why is Apex hard? They just have the most rules. How much you make, which is, it's not too hard. It's just they have live trading drawdown, 30% consistency, 8 trading days. So how much you make on your account before you request a payout? As soon as I'm eligible, I request. If I use your code, do I get, what's the advantage? If you use my code for Alpha, 1, you get a small discount. 2, we're doing a giveaway. This is what we're giving away. We're giving away a computer, a monitor, and a chair. And if you use my code, I will enter you in this giveaway. You just have to message me on Discord so I can check that you use the code, and then I'll enter you in the giveaway. And then you get a discount. Closing the chart, my FOMO was kicking in. I know. I mean, not really, but I think this level will get taken. It's Project X? Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I said. Can you explain Apex rules? You have 30% consistency. I think you need 8 trading days between payouts. You need to build a buffer on the account. So on a 50K account, you have to get 2,600 before you can be eligible for a potential payout. I think that, and then there's live trailing drawdown. Those are the main 4. If I would win the PC, I would sell it to buy meth. I mean, shit, bro. You can do whatever you want with the money. We so bullish today? Yeah, the higher time frame is bullish. Literally need this, man. Need what? No trades for me today. We'll probably try the PM session. OPC. Bro, I feel you, bro. I need one too, bro. I low-key have an OPC. I mean, you have a 3070? I'm not even talking about what I have then, bro. Do you think posting and live streaming videos help you with your discipline? I think it has. Do you think sell's a good setup for gold? What you aim for? I mean, maybe a previous day low. You got a 1080? You have a 1060? I don't feel as bad. I have a 2060. I have a 2060 as well. So shit, bro. I'm gonna have to enter myself in the giveaway, man. I have to buy some accounts. But we already did enough. Alright, fair enough. You need more than me. Did a nice PC too. I don't think I'd go short on gold, bro. I mean, you could try a macro on close, like London close setup. 1080 was a dream in 2017. That's funny. You have a GT7360. Why you use alpha? What's the plus and minus? The main benefit. This is the main benefit for alpha futures. You do not have to build a buffer to request payout. The reason you don't have to build a buffer is, unlike other firms, they either 1, require you to build a buffer, or 2, when you take a payout, your maximum loss limit gets set to 0. So for example, let's say on Top Step, you made $500 and you want to request a payout. You could request $250, but you would only have $250 left in drawdown to work with because they bump up your maximum loss to 0. So it makes no sense to take a payout at $500 with Top Step. You kind of have to build a buffer like 2,000, 2,500, etc. On Alpha Futures, you do not have to do that. On Alpha Futures, if you make $500 and you're consistent, right? So it's not just like one trade. You can do 3 trades minimum. But if you make $500, you can request it, and you can still you have 1,500 left, right? You still have that previous buffer. So that's why I like it. So you can pretty much immediately take a payout out. You don't have to have so many wins. You don't have to have so many good days. You don't have to risk a lot. You can literally risk small and just keep taking out small payouts, and it adds up. It's pretty much the only firm where you don't have to really just kind of go for it. Other activation fees. Right now for June, the standard account has activation fees. The advanced account does not have an activation fee. How are the challenge rules? Challenge rules exact same as Top Step. Exact same as Top Step. You can pass in 2 trades, 2 days max. But it's actually better than Top Step because you have 4% drawdown. No, there's no monthly fees. Mario, did you trade today? No, I didn't lose today. I didn't take a trade today. But I might try the PM, so we'll see. What their ethnicity? I'm Arab. The challenge is exact same as Top Step. Are they more expensive? If you get depends. So if without any discounts, the 50K is $20 more. If you get an advanced account right now, since the advanced account has no activation fee, my Discord is free. Since the advanced account has no activation fee, it's cheaper. I bought an eval with alpha futures in May. Do I still get the activation fee for no June? I think you have to buy it in June. No monthly fees, so not like top. No, you have, so the monthly fees only until you pass. Once you pass the account, there's no more monthly fees. Would you recommend the expert over the standard? If you've never gotten a payout before, probably not. But right now in June, yeah, I would. If you want my Notion template, just message me on Discord. All advanced accounts, no activation fees in alpha futures, yes. Oh, in alpha, is there a practice account? I don't know. I actually don't know that question. I'd have to ask their Discord. If I make 1K and a 50K account and request 1K drawdown myself, the drawdown will be 49. So you'll have 1K left to work with. As opposed to Top Step, where if you make 1K, you can't even request 1K on Top Step. You can only request 500. And if you do request 500 with Top Step, you'll only have 500 left. So you get double the money and you get double the drawdown to work with after. So that's why I recommend like quick and easy payouts. So all prop monthly fees once you pass, exactly. Once you pass, no more monthly fee. Best way to pass a funded depends on how you want to do it. I would recommend for most people, risk 1% and aim for 2R. It's pretty simple, but that doesn't work for me personally. I risk 0.5%. What did you say is better than Top Step? Alpha futures. So it's a prop for a monthly. Exactly, brother. Exactly. Gaty, if I made 1,600 on a 50K eval on alpha, being on 1,000 drawdown, now my balance is. If you made 1,600 in one day, that would be $100 over. But I don't know how picky they are. But don't try to make more than 1,500 in one day. What's your thoughts on crypto, Bitcoin, etc.? That's people say they'll give you a larger amount if you give a small deposit. I don't mess around with crypto anymore, bro. If I'm being honest, is there any monthly fee after passing? No. Once you pass alpha futures, no more fees. How does drawdown work after you take payout? It stays exactly where it was before. So let's say your drawdown was, I don't know. Let's say you have $2,000 to work with on a 50K account, right? If you request a payout of 500, well, then you have 1,500 left. If you request, I don't know, $1,000 payout, then you have $1,000 left, right? Simple. But for Top Step using the trader, I've noticed it only allows 5 micros and cons. Top Step X allows you to do more, yeah. How does alpha drawdown work after payout? Your maximum loss limit it stays exactly where it was before. So if you make 500, like what I usually recommend people is try to make $500 in 3 trades. Very simple goal. $500 in 3 winning trades with alpha. Request a $500 payout. That's it. Repeat that process. Get 3 accounts. That's a $1,500 payout. Is there a coupon discount code for alpha that I can use? Yes, you can use my code if you want, or you can use someone else's code. I don't really care. But if you use my code, I'm going to enter you in this giveaway. You just have to send me proof. This is the current giveaway that we're running. We're running a full trading setup giveaway. PC, monitor, chair. So if you decide to get an alpha futures account, let me know. I will enter you in this giveaway. And just send me a message on Discord. Best way to pass a funded. You don't need to build a buffer to request a payout. Exactly. You do not need to build a buffer. That's why I use them. If I can do password game, I don't think I'm gonna do it, bro, because I don't think I can pass where I was. Gaty, if I win, you can have the chair, bro. Appreciate you, bro. I'm rooting for you. I need a chair, bro. This chair hurts my back, and I just bought it too. How many people are in the giveaway? Currently there's 14 people in the giveaway. 14 people. Well, not 14 people. 14 entries. There's only like 8. 1, 2, 3, like 10 people. You got to get an office ergonomics chair. Yeah, I do. When is the giveaway announced? I'm gonna announce the winner of the giveaway on June 16th. So you have until June 16th to get an account with my code, and then let me know. If your drawdown is 2,000, you made 5,000, withdraw 2,500. Would that not breach the account? No. With alpha futures, it will not breach the account. You will have 5,000, 2,000. You made 5,000. Hold on, bro. You'd have 2,500 left to work with, brother. 2,500. That's good odds. How much is an account? Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. If you get an account, I'm not here to pressure anyone, but if you get an account with my code, just let me know. I'll enter you in the giveaway. People will be getting accounts anyway, so if you're already getting accounts, you might as well enter the giveaway, right? And on top of that, if you get an advanced account, there's no activation fee. So it's the eval is more expensive on the advanced, but there's no activation fee. So if you just lock in, treat it like a funded account. Like don't gamble the advanced. In my opinion, I don't think it's worth it because it's like $100 eval, but there's no activation fee. So the all-around cost is cheaper if you pass. In fact, as long as you pass in two, you can have 2 attempts. It'll still be cheaper than the standard account. How can you send it? We will ship it to your address, brother. International shipping. Did you manage to enter the buy? Nope. I didn't take any longs. Didn't take any trades today. 10% off. Yeah, the code will also give you a discount. So, I mean, you might as well use it if you're going to get an account. Took an L today. That's okay, bro. If I took a trade today, I probably would have lost a break even. What does that mean? If I pass my combine, I need to pay to get an eval? So with futures firms, depending on the account, if you get a standard account, this is just the promotion right now. Usually, yes. Usually you have to pay activation fee with futures firms. If you do the standard account, you have to pay the activation fee. If you get an advanced account in June, it's only a 1-month promotion. If you get the advanced account in June, you do not have to pay the activation fee. So overall, it's cheaper with the advanced if you can pass within 2 attempts. Do you trade with TopStep at all anymore then? I'm not like abandoning them, but I'm really just trying to focus on one. Because what ended up happening when I have multiple, it kind of just affected my discipline and consistency. So I'm just going to take it one by one and then eventually just trade them on like separate days, I guess. That would probably be my plan. But I kind of just want to take them one by one. Yeah, pretty much that. I want to enter the giveaway, but no point in buying an account yet. Yeah, I mean, whenever you're ready, bro. You have until June, or how long before you lose your TopStep funded by not trading it? I have no idea, bro. Can we at least do a Wordle trade? Okay, let's do a Wordle. Full port long on TopStep and full port short on Alpha. Yeah, I mean, you could. If they find out you're doing that, they could definitely, remove your account. So be careful. I don't know if they be giving people stuff like that. Your consistency rule. Yeah, it's 40%. That's the only rule for payout. So once you reach 40%, you can request payout. So usually what I tell people, Ozan, is take 3 winning trades. 2 are fixed. Risk $100 to make $200. That's it. Don't look for more. 100 to 200. Once you make $600, request payout. That's it. Don't look for any more. All right, what's the first word, boys? Go piano. Bro, it's too easy, bro. Come on. Nanny is such a bad word. I'm not even gonna. Is 1030 count NQ with CISD? I'll tell you right now. What's the next word, boys? Turning here and stopping for the day. Have a good day, Gatie. It's good trading you. Appreciate you, bro. 1030 candle. 1032. This would be the CISD right here. 1033, sorry. Because there's an up close candle here, so it disrupts the flow. It would be right here. So 1033 CISD. Because it took out this low. You said burst? That's a good word, bro. Wow, you freaking thrower. Okay. What could this... Okay. We have 3 letters, but we don't know where any of them are. So we gotta... Someone said audio. That would tell us potentially where the I or A is. I guess we can try that. Okay. Oh. Oh. So let's say it's... Oh, no, this is I. No, we don't know where the D is. Wait, hold on, bro. We know there's an N, so can it be like... And... Let's figure out where the end is, bro. Andle, is that a word? Candle? Shit. Trick. T-R-I. Nah, I don't think trick is word because we have 4 letters already. We know there's an N and a D. We just gotta figure out where the N and the D is. So, Andle? No. Cave. I think I'm trying to find a word. Someone said anvil, candle. 6 letters, bro. We gotta figure out where the N and the D is. It's probably Ad Andy. That could potentially tell us. That's a good word, bro. Let's see. No, it's not there or there. So hold on. That means the N. Fuck this, bro. Okay, so it could be ADIN. Is there adni, bro? Someone said admin. Yo, you guys are goated, bro. I wasn't gonna get that shit. Y'all are goated, bro. Someone said admin. Milan's always here for the games. Yo, that was funny, bro. Alright, yo, should we do one more? Spelling bee, bro. Oh, you have to pay, bro, to pay for this, bro? For a spelling bee? Alright, let's just try this, bro. I don't know what this is. Let's just try one. Type or click? I don't get it. You have to put words? Oh. Too short? Who do I look like? Oh, I'm goated. What? Lumen is not a word? I already did lung. Bro, this game sucks, bro. Missing center letter? Bro. It has to be fourth. Bro, fuck this game. I'm looking at his ass, bro. What is this? The mini crossword? One of the. Oh, this is fun. Alright. So the first word is one of the 3 primary ingredients in sponge cake. Flour? T just above D? Across? Yo. Someone help, bro. Sponge cake ingredient number 2? What the fuck is going on, bro? Cake? Did I do it? Did I get it right? Alright, bro. Let's just search up sponge. I'm gonna be. No, I can't cheat, bro. Bro, I'm not a baker. How am I supposed to know? Someone said milk. Okay, let's do a cheapy one. Blank Martin. Okay, let's do this one. It's down and it's 4 letters and it's blank Martin brand of cognac. What's a yo guys, what's the brand that ends in Martin, bro? Someone said egg. But how many letters is it, bro? Aston? No, it's gotta be 4 letters. It's not Aston. Is there another one? Someone said eggs. Milk. Remy? Wait, Remy? Are you sure? I trust you. You said you got that, bro. Alright. So 9. Towel cloth material. What's towel cloth towel cloth material that ends with Y? Cotton? Nah, bro. Poly? Poly, right? Fuck this game. This is a hard one, bro. Come on, like I don't know any of this shit. Okay, this one I might be able to get. Listen, are we sure that this is Remy, bro? Are we 100% sure that this is Remy Martin? Because I've never heard that shit in my life. Okay, so this is Remy. So let's do lower body exercise with 1 foot stretched forward and 1 back. That's a lunge. All right, we're cooking now. See, that one I know. So Oh yeah, glute. Yup. 9 is Terry. Bro, you just making stuff up, bro. Towel cloth material is Terry? Come on, bro. You making stuff up, bro. Let's be honest, bro. Terry? Wait, what? Terry for towel? Wait, are you guys serious? How could it be Terry? It says towel cloth material. How is Terry a... Like, yeah, I know it'll fit, but we don't know if it's... Oh, shit. It is Terry? Terry is a material? You're just making shit up, bro. What? That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Damn. Y'all be knowing shit, I guess. I don't know. Y'all are crazy, bro. This is lunge. We already know that. All right. So, sponge cake ingredient 2. Flour. Flour. Bro, why are they doing that shit? We got lunge. We got Terry. We got glue. Flour. Lunge. First stringers. P just above D. Just above D. No, it can't be sugar. It won't fit. You said 4 is sugar? Oh, sugar. All right. So this is probably F. But then how is it? What is this? F first stringers? It's a webcam. It's a regular webcam. What is this, bro? 3 is goner. So what is this? I just got lucky, bro. I just clicked A. E flat. Oh my god, it's E flat, bro. I was reading that. I was like, if flat, if lit, it's E flat. Damn, glue line. Yo, that one was fun, bro. That one was fun, bro. I'm not gonna do it again, man. Eggs? Yeah, y'all were right, bro. You guys cooked. Did I even get any of them? Did I get any of those? I think I got one of them. I got lunch. I got lunch. A team? I didn't even see that word. A team? I was there the whole time? A team? I didn't even see that one, bro. Nah, someone else got glue. Anyways, that was fun. Did we take out my objective? There it is. We took out that objective. So, stock market should be green. Pretty green. Could be more green. But for how much it pumped, it really should be more green. But it is what it is. We ended up taking out that objective. Previous week's high is in the scopes. Might be a PM session potentially. Or we just start fizzling out for the day. I think it's possible for PM session though. I did get lunch. That was fun. Oh, we have a contract expiration on June 20th. Interesting. Anyways, if you guys use my code, let me know. I'll enter you in the giveaway. I'm gonna go make some more food. Probably gonna. Well, team, yeah. Like first team. I got lucky on that one, bro. I just put an A just to see what would happen, and it told me it won. I'm gonna be honest. Um, cool. Cool. I think that's pretty much everything I want to cover today. I'm gonna dip with President Staley's watch that. Appreciate you, Milan, for coming, bro. Appreciate you. Know, Milan, I'm gonna make you a mod, bro. Remind me tomorrow. I'm gonna make you a moderator. Appreciate you guys coming through. That's pretty much it, right? Wasn't really easy to find a high probability long, but nonetheless, it did eventually go towards our objectives. Was that level, that 4-hour RTH high, which is what we expected. If it was gonna go higher, so this high right here, which you cannot see on regular charts. Previous week's highs in scope could potentially get there. No trade for me. Maybe in the PM session we'll find something high probability. Yep, exactly. 50% of the wick as well. It's a really good level because of that overlap. Perfect. But that's pretty much it for me. I appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow. Till next time. Peace. Peace out, brothers.